Alright, good morning YouTube. Getting ready to change out the fuel injectors on my 2001 Volkswagen Jetta 2.0 4-cylinder. So I'm taking this manifold off. The hardest ones to get to were the screws behind. I used an Allen wrench. This is what I used to get these out. I'm going to take this one back out. I had them out already, but after starting the engine or the car, I didn't want it to move the exhaust manifold. So this is it just says number 5 on it. I couldn't get behind the manifold, so what I did for that is I used some Allen wrenches. The longer one wasn't quite the direct fit, so I loosened them up with this shorter one, and once I got it broke loose, then I just basically went around until I got them loose, and they're still back there yet. So I'm going to try and find a spot to set this down. That might not be a very good spot. So I guess there's 2 more behind, back here. I don't know if they're the same size or not. Oh, at least this is a little easier to get to. Nope, they are a little bigger. I'm going to find a number 6, and there's a number 6. If you can see that. Oh, so number 6. I loosen them up back there. If you want a better look, this is the one back here, and there's one on the other side. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Guess I better pause it. We've got a little tab on top. Pull them off. Push. Pull. Very careful, because I guess from other videos I've seen, you can break them. Now I want to use my see if it's the 5. To loosen up the fuel rail. ratchet to break them loose. Oh, and another thing you might want to do is cover up this exhaust intake manifold. I'm going to do with a rag. Just keep things from going down in there. So I've already dropped a bolt behind the engine somewhere, or have to find. While I'm doing this, I got the remanufactured fuel injectors from a place on eBay down in Florida. I'll try to get a link to that. Now these are a little longer than the ones I took off the exhaust manifold, so make sure you put the correct bolts back. I've had this car for a year. I've fixed a coolant leak. I've put some new, done a few other things, and like I said, the fuel injector's been on for 11 months. I'm not going to come out there very easy. Oh, I know why. So, I think I'm going to pull off this. This comes off just with these little plastic things. If I undo this one side, I should be able to pull it all the way out. Like that. There's another plug down there. I don't want to undo too much, but at the same time, I don't want too much in my way. Connector down here. Undo that. Now, that's not going to move out of the way without undoing a whole lot. But it's out of my way enough. These vacuum hoses are going to be really hard to pull off. Alright, I had to pull this little plug. The wiring harness was down and this plug right here. I had to reach underneath the manifold and release this tab. get this wiring out of the way. Now I'm supposed to pull the fuel rail up. Let's see how that goes. I got the 2 bolts out. It is really tough. Alright, it was a heck of a job pulling that out. One of my wires for the spark plug was around it. And these have been replaced, but I probably should replace the spark plugs at this point. Alright, so this job has now entailed removing spark plugs. As you can see, one of them was rusted off. I'm surprised I was getting any spark in that cylinder. So while I'm in here, I'll be going to get more spark plugs. Get some spark plugs. Hopefully get the injectors off the fuel rail. And I'll record as I get parts. Okay, I'm back. New spark plugs, double platinum. I went with the auto lights because it's an old car, but some of these are really fouled. Look at new versus old. New wires, about $112 out the door, but it'll be worth it. So I'm gonna put these are already gaps already set according to what I've read online. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them on back in there, and I'll put the new wiring harness. I want to make sure I get that in right. Snapped in really easy. Okay. I thought I had it in there. There we go. Got this middle one holding me up. We're in. Alright, now I'm ready for my bit longer screws, like I said earlier. Screw straight. I didn't have any shade. Alright, I'm back to recording. I'm going to post this on YouTube. Forgot to put these metal clips in. So I had to undo some of what I did. shove these clips in the backside. Alright, I also forgot to put this plastic thing that holds the wires in. So it's good that I went back through and got the clips on the fuel injectors. And then snap this into place. So ideally this wiring harness goes right down in here, the way I took it out. It's easy to forget steps. It's just so easy to forget things as you're putting it back together. So I'm hoping this video will help people not to have to redo things like I did. Alright, now, I don't see any extra parts laying around. I think I am ready. Still got my screws back there. Ready to put this back together. Manifold. Like always, everything comes apart sometimes easier than it goes back together. Alright, it's all back together. I'm still missing my longer bolt in the back. Can't find it. I'm going to have to pick up another one. But the bolts that are in there will hold it so I can test run it.